Right, welcome back friends. This time we'll be looking up the second game of the second round, which is Genesis Ezio, one of our guest duelists against Destroyer 2 Trainer, the other guest duelist in bracket A. Let's see this game. It looks like Genesis is playing a Dragunity deck, and it seems to have bricked actually. And Destroyer number 2 Trainer is also playing the deck that was featured in the previous game, which is Dinomist. This time with opening a lot of back row actually. But more importantly, they opened Dinomist Howling. But fortunately for... oh, interesting. I don't know what's happened there. But I think that was confusing. I think Destroyer paid 1k life points to just target one face-up man trap on the field and destroyed itself. That was interesting. But the Dinomist Howling didn't get destroyed, because I believe they used the scale to save it from the Ghost Ogre. And the cool text from Genesis Ezio, which is set rotation, pretty new card. And they put a semi-spell zone into the other player's field spell zone, and they have Dragon's Ravine on the field of course, so that's quite helpful for them. However, they haven't actually set up any of the Dragunity plays yet because of the the Dinomist Howling controlling the field from Destroyer. And that was a really quick game one. Very quick for the Dinomist player, because they just went all the pendulum summoning and stuff. And they opened 2 Howlings, and I think they searched the one of the charges and stuff. Drowning Mirror Force there set as well. Sorry, that was the first game between the Genesis Ezio guy and Destroyer number 2 Trainer. Dragunities versus Dinomist. Right, let's go into game 2. I believe this time they let the Dinomist player start. And it seems like they opened up 2 Twin Twisters, which they're going to use one of. And chaining the set rotation, and the Twin Twister was of course negated using this high scale of the Dinomist. Alright, so it's not a bad start for Destroyer 2 Trainer, for Genesis Ezio, sorry, but Vajrayana was negated with the Chalice. However, they have Soul Charge, so it's not too bad. They can keep on doing this. It even brought back DD Crow. So Vajrayana going to equip the Phalanx, and Phalanx is going to be making another Synchro with the Vajrayana, which is Scrap Dragon this time. So it's not too bad, but this guy has 3 monsters in his pendulum scale, and they just top deck Dinomist Charge. So depending on what happens here, they could probably do a lot of damage, the Dragunity player. There we go. Oh no, this is back row, but the back row is actually Quaking Mirror Force, so let's see if they actually play around that one. Because I believe Scrap Dragon popped the Dinomist Charge instead. So let's see if they make another Scrap Dragon to get around it. Alright, so I think they're just going to go for the OTK attempt, which unfortunately is going to be stopped by Quaking Mirror Force. They should have popped the set card instead, but they will actually want to play around the Dinomist Charge instead first, because the card's a problem. And this seems like a card demise variant that they are playing. So Come On Ghost is going to be discarded the end phase, which is one of the Kaiju's. Interesting. And now the Dragunity player Genesis is stuck with 4 face down monsters on his side of the field, so a lot of them I believe have a lot of defense. So 2k, oh, this one is Phalanx actually. Interesting. This guy's got 2-4, so it will take a while to clear the field of the Dragunity player, because they're all being quaking. They're stuck there, and they all lose a lot of attack because there's 2 Dinomist players on Destroyer's field. Slumber. Okay, so this is sort of like a Kaiju card demise Dinomist build that Destroyer is running. We can see, and Dragunity build is pretty standard. Nothing weird that I've seen, except a few of the hand traps. And Core Dragon getting a draw on there because the Kaiju Slumber clearing the field, and Gameciel getting killed. Let's see if they have actually run out of steam. They actually haven't. They've got Marvelous, but I believe they run out of actually yeah, they have run out. They have run out of synchros to make. Unfortunately, the Dragunity players out of cards to play. Yep, just inherently picking Dim Barrier to call Synchro to end the game off. Well, it's the back row, just a set rotation, so that's not going to be useful for this final turn. Alright, so that is the victory for another Dinomist player. Unsurprisingly, this is probably one of the best UU tier decks that was legal in this tournament. And Dragunity, one of the lower tier decks. Good attempt though by Genesis from trying out this cool deck. That's one of my favorite decks out. One of the best Dragon decks in RU, I believe. So yeah, that is game 2 of this first round of the tournament. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Watch the next video.